Little People, Big World's Tori and Zach Roloff detail son Jackson's scary accident that landed him in urgent care. Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel, USA Daily History for Roloff Family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. When you're part of a family that's lived so much of their life in the public eye, it's easy to assume that every twist and turn has been documented for the world to see. But sometimes, the most terrifying moments happen when the cameras aren't rolling, moments that remind even the Roloffs that no amount of fame can shield you from the unpredictability of real life. For Tori and Zach Roloff, stars of TLC's Little People, Big World, this was the reality they faced when their oldest son, Jackson Kyle Roloff, found himself in urgent care after a scary accident that shook the tight-knit family to its core. In a recent heartfelt conversation with fans, the couple opened up about the ordeal, sharing what happened, how they handled the terrifying moment, and what they've learned in the aftermath, lessons that, in true Roloff fashion, have only made them more grateful for the little moments that matter most. It was an ordinary afternoon on the family's Washington property, the same sprawling piece of Pacific Northwest heaven that Tori and Zach moved to after deciding they needed more space for their growing family. Their kids, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, were running around the yard, giggling and squealing with the innocent abandon only children know. But within moments, everything changed. According to Tori, Jackson, 7, had been playing near one of his favorite spots in the backyard when he lost his footing. What might have been a simple stumble for another child became something far more serious for Jackson, who, like his dad, was born with achondroplasia, the most common form of dwarfism. Jackson tripped and fell hard, Tori recounted in an emotional Instagram story. At first, we thought it was just a scrape or maybe a sprain, but then he started crying in a way that made my mama heart panic. Jackson's cries escalated quickly, and Tori, with her nursing background, knew it was time to act. We looked at his leg, and it just didn't look right. He was in so much pain. I knew we had to get him checked out immediately. Zach wasted no time loading Jackson into the family car, with Tori in the back seat trying to comfort their son while also holding back tears herself. I think every parent knows that feeling when you're trying to be strong for your kid, but inside, you're falling apart, she admitted. Seeing your child in pain and not being able to fix it in that moment is one of the worst feelings in the world. At urgent care, the family was immediately ushered into a room for x-rays. Tori described how Jackson, ever the brave big brother, tried to crack jokes between sobs to calm his worried parents. He's such a trooper, Zach said. Even when he's hurting, he wants to make sure we're okay. That's just who he is. The x-rays confirmed what they feared. Jackson had fractured a small bone in his lower leg. It wasn't a compound fracture, thankfully, but it was enough to warrant a cast and a few weeks of careful monitoring. Jackson's injury was a painful reminder that his achondroplasia means he faces challenges that other kids his age might not. His bones are more vulnerable in some ways. Because of the structure of his legs and how he walks, Zach explained. Jackson has already undergone surgery for bowing in his legs, a common issue for children with dwarfism, and the family has been open about the emotional roller coaster that comes with those medical decisions. It's this weird balance as a parent, Tori added. You want him to be a normal kid, to run and play and climb, but there's always that fear in the back of your mind that something could go wrong. But how do you bubble wrap a child's life? You can't. So you pray, you prepare, and you pick up the pieces when accidents happen. In the days following Jackson's accident, Tori and Zach took to social media not just to update fans on Jackson's recovery, but to share the emotional toll it took on them as parents. Sometimes, I feel like people look at us like we're so strong because we've shared so much of our life, Tori said in a heartfelt video. But we're just parents, like anyone else. We worry, we cry, we fight about who's driving to the doctor. We hold our kids tight when they're hurting. I think that's what connects us all, no matter what our lives look like on TV. Zach echoed her sentiments, admitting that moments like this bring everything back into perspective. It's so easy to get caught up in the farm drama, the family arguments, the show. But when your kids hurt, none of that matters. You'd trade everything just to take their pain away, Despite the scare, Jackson's spirit has remained unbroken, a testament to his resilience and the loving support of his family. He's already making us laugh with his cool cast stories, Tori said with a smile. He tells Lila he's a superhero now because he has robot leg armor. Only Jackson could turn a fracture into an adventure. The Roloffs are working closely with Jackson's doctors to monitor his healing and ensure he doesn't push himself too hard. He's a kid who doesn't sit still for long, Zach joked. But this time, he has no choice. So we're making the most of it. Lots of puzzles, movie nights, and ice cream. The family's openness about Jackson's accident has been met with an outpouring of love and concern from little people, big world fans, many of whom have followed Jackson since he was a baby. Social media flooded with messages of support, prayers, and stories from other families who have faced similar challenges. "You guys are such amazing parents," one fan commented. "Thank you for sharing even the hard moments. It makes us feel like we're not alone in our fears for our kids." Another fan wrote, "Jackson is a warrior, sending love and healing vibes your way. He's got this." For Tori and Zach, the incident has been a painful but powerful reminder to slow down and savor the everyday moments that are so easily taken for granted. "I hugged all my kids extra tight that night," Tori wrote in her blog. Life can change in a second. We never know what tomorrow holds. So tell your babies you love them, kiss the scrapes, hold the hands. All of it matters so much more than we realize. She also shared that the accident has sparked more conversations between her and Zach about how to balance letting their kids explore and protecting them. "It's a line every parent walks, but for us, there's that added layer of knowing they face extra risks because of their dwarfism. We'll never stop worrying, but we also want them to feel free to live big, beautiful lives." As Jackson continues to heal, the Roloff family is doing what they do best, leaning on each other, finding humor in the hard moments, and reminding themselves that, above all, they're stronger together. "We'll get through this, just like we've gotten through so much else," Zach said. "At the end of the day, we have each other. That's what matters." For now, the Roloffs are embracing the forced slowdown. "Sometimes, a scary moment like this reminds you to pause," Tori wrote. "To sit with your kids on the couch, to watch the same silly movie 10 times, to memorize the way they look when they're sleepy. That's the good stuff. That's what I never want to forget." While Little People, Big World has chronicled nearly every milestone for the Roloff family over almost 2 decades, these raw, unscripted moments are the ones that truly show what makes the family so beloved. Fans have seen the farm's highs and lows, Matt and Amy's divorce, Zach and Tori's wedding, the birth of each Roloff grandchild, but it's moments like Jackson's accident that strip away the fame and reveal the universal truth. No matter who you are, parenting is equal parts terrifying and beautiful. Through all the ups and downs, Tori and Zach have shown time and again that they're not perfect, but they are deeply devoted to Tor kids and to each other. Their honesty about the messy parts of life, the ones that don't always fit neatly into a TV episode, has inspired countless fans to open up about their own struggles. As Jackson's cast comes off in a few weeks, and he returns to his usual antics, the Roloffs know this will just be another chapter in the story they're writing together, one marked by resilience, love, and a commitment to living life to the fullest, no matter how many bumps and fractures come along the way. In her final words about the ordeal, Tori offered a message to parents everywhere. "We're all just trying to do our best. Accidents happen. Fear happens. But love always shows up in the hospital waiting room, in the middle of the night, in the quiet moments when you hold your baby and know that no matter what, you do it all 1,000,000 times over. That's what makes it all worth it." While the Roloffs may return to our screens soon with new episodes full of farm drama, family milestones, and more hilarious Jackson moments, one thing is certain. Behind the cameras, they're just like the rest of us parents trying to navigate the unexpected, clinging to each other through the scary times, and holding their little ones a little closer each night. For Zach and Tori, Jackson's accident may have been terrifying, but it also reinforced what they've known all along. The Roloff family's greatest strength has always been its heart. Little People, Big World fans swoon over the way Zach looks at wife Tori Roloff in new video. For years, TLC's Little People, Big World has taken viewers inside the daily lives, heartfelt milestones, and complex family dynamics of the Roloff family. But for many fans, it's Zach and Tori Roloff's enduring love story that continues to melt hearts, especially when a simple candid moment reveals just how deep their bond really runs. Recently, a new video clip shared by Tori on Instagram has fans buzzing all over again. The sweet, unscripted moment shows Zach looking at Tori with such unmistakable love and admiration that viewers are convinced this couple is stronger than ever despite life's curveballs, parenting chaos, and the ups and downs that come with being reality TV stars. Tori Roloff, 33, has long been an open book with her followers. From adorable photos of their 3 kids, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, to honest glimpses of her marriage to Zach, she never shies away from sharing both the joyful highlights and raw truths of family life. In the short video, Zach is seen sitting next to Tori at what appears to be a casual family gathering. Tori is laughing about something off camera, her eyes crinkling with joy, and Zach can't help but stare at her, his expression soft and full of admiration. He doesn't say a word, but the way he watches her speaks volumes. It's the way Zach looks at you, Tori. You can just see how much he loves you. You two give me hope for real love. Look at that man's eyes. He's still so smitten after all these years. You guys are couple goals. It's a small moment, just seconds long, yet it's proof that sometimes the simplest gestures mean the most. Zach Roloff, 35, and Tori Patton met back in 2010 while Tori was working on the Roloff family farm. At the time, Tori was a seasonal farm employee helping with pumpkin season, a busy time when the farm welcomes thousands of visitors. What began as a shy flirtation blossomed into a full-fledged romance. In Little People, Big World Season 10, viewers watched as Zach nervously asked Tori out on their first date. From there, their love story unfolded in front of the cameras, a real-life fairy tale that won the hearts of millions. They married on July 25, 2015, in a picturesque ceremony on the very farm where they first met. With towering trees, rustic charm, and a sunset backdrop, the wedding was a Roloff family affair. Fans remember how Tori walked down the aisle beaming, while Zach wiped tears from his eyes. Nearly a decade later, the pair have weathered many storms, including public family rifts over the sale of the farm, the emotional toll of raising 3 kids under 7, and the unique challenges of parenting children with dwarfism while also navigating their own health needs. Yet through it all, the look Zach gave Tori in that viral clip is the same one he gave her on their wedding day. Full of adoration, gratitude, and a touch of disbelief that she's his. What makes Zach and Tori's relationship resonate with fans isn't just the highlight reel moments, it's their honesty about the hard parts, too. In 2022, when they welcomed their 3rd child, Josiah, Tori opened up about her struggles with postpartum mental health. She didn't sugarcoat the exhaustion, the tears, or the guilt that sometimes crept in. Zach, meanwhile, has shared his own challenges as a dad and husband. In one candid episode, he admitted that balancing his responsibilities can be overwhelming, especially when he and Tori don't see eye to eye. But the couple is refreshingly transparent about going to counseling, communicating through disagreements, and making sure they never lose sight of each other in the chaos of daily life. Their fans appreciate this rawness. One follower wrote, "You guys make me feel normal for having ups and downs. Love isn't perfect, but you always come back to each other." Zach and Tori's parenting journey is another reason they've remained fan favorites. Jackson, 7, was born with achondroplasia, the most common form of dwarfism, like his dad. So was Lila, 4, and baby Josiah. From the start, they've been advocates for their kids, candidly sharing the surgeries, physical therapy, and everyday challenges their little ones face, but also celebrating every milestone, big or small. Who could forget Jackson's first day of school photos or Lila's milestone of walking without her walker? Or how they turn ordinary moments like exploring the pumpkin patch or playing soccer in the backyard into magical family memories. Tori often credits Zach's calm, steady presence for helping her stay grounded. And that's exactly why fans swooned at the new video clip. In that fleeting moment, Zach wasn't just looking at his wife, he was looking at the mother of his children, his best friend, and his constant. Speculation about Zach and Tori's future on Little People Big World has been a constant topic ever since rumors swirled about family rifts with Zach's father, Matt Roloff. For years, fans hoped Zach would take over Roloff Farms. But negotiations fell through, leading to tension that even Tori admitted was painful. Eventually, Zach and Tori made the big decision to move away from the farm and build their own family life elsewhere, a choice that some fans feared might spell the end of their time on the show. Yet the couple has made it clear they want what's best for their kids, and they're not afraid to make tough calls to protect their peace. Tori has even hinted at wanting to pull back from the spotlight eventually, but for now, she continues to share glimpses into their life, reminding everyone that their story isn't just about the farm, but about the family they've created. If the thousands of comments on the video prove anything, it's that fans are deeply invested in the Roloffs, not just for the big family drama, but for the sweet, authentic moments like this one. On Reddit and Facebook fan groups, longtime viewers gush over how Zach and Tori embody a down-to-earth love story, one built on laughter, faith, family, and a whole lot of grace for each other's flaws. They remind me that real love isn't flashy. It's in the look you give your person when they're laughing and don't even know you're watching. As Little People, Big World continues into its 26th season, many question how much longer the show will last. Some Roloff family members, like Mole and Jacob, have stepped away from filming to live more private lives. Matt Roloff is engaged to Karen Chandler, and the future of the farm remains a point of intrigue and occasional controversy. But in a franchise that's seen its share of heartbreak from divorce to estrangement, Zach and Tori stand out as a reminder that love, when nurtured, really can withstand it all. The viral video is more than just cute content. It's a snapshot of why fans keep tuning in, even as the series evolves. It's not the big farm deals or the family feuds that keep audiences coming back. It's the quiet, unguarded moments when real love is undeniable. While Zach and Tori continue to thrive, the larger Roloff family dynamic remains roller coaster. Matt's engagement to Karen has sparked plenty of conversation, especially since Karen was once the farm's manager and her presence fueled speculation about the timing of his divorce from Amy Roloff, Zach's mom. Meanwhile, Amy and her husband, Chris Merrick, have carved out a new chapter of their own, enjoying retirement adventures, traveling in their RV, and building a blended life full of date nights and grandparent duties. Tori and Amy share a warm relationship. Fans often see them bonding over baking cookies with the grandkids or planning surprise parties. It's another testament to how the Roloffs, no matter the tensions, keep family at the center of everything. In honor of that viral clip, fans have been revisiting some of Zach and Tori's most swoon-worthy moments. Zach's emotional reaction when he saw Tori walk down the aisle is still one of the most re-watched scenes in LPBW history. The joy and fear of welcoming their first child and navigating dwarfism from day one made fans feel like part of the journey. Even after moving off the farm, they still visit during pumpkin season, an homage to where it all began. The couple opened up about the devastating loss they experienced in 2021, earning respect for their vulnerability and how they leaned on each other to heal. From helping Tori with the kids during her tough postpartum days to simply being her rock during family tensions, he doesn't need grand gestures to show he cares. Or now? The couple seems content, focusing on their young kids, home renovations, and making memories away from the public eye while still giving fans just enough sweet moments to keep their hearts full. Tori has hinted she'd like to write a book one day, maybe about motherhood and the lessons she's learned. She's also built a loyal community through her Instagram, where she shares candid posts about mom life, messy kitchens, bedtime battles, and all. Zach, meanwhile, is still involved with youth soccer and disability advocacy, using his platform to raise awareness and normalize dwarfism. Whether they stay on Little People, Big World for another season, or bow out to live a quieter life, one thing is certain: their fans will never get tired of the way Zach looks at Tori, because in a world full of reality TV drama, that look is the real deal. When all is said and done, The Roloff family has been through nearly 20 years of fame, feuds, births, heartbreaks, and growth. But in the eyes of so many loyal fans, Zach and Tori Roloff's love story